Welcome students. We are going to see Bio-Botany chapter 1 and I am going to teach about asexual and sexual reproduction in plants. Reproduction. What is reproduction? Male and female gametes fused to form a zygote. Zygote will develop embryo. Embryo will develop a new individuals. This is the reproduction. Reproduction is a process of generating new offsprings from existing parents. This reproduction biology is going to give you understanding how organisms reproduce. Reproduction also plays an important role in evolution. Reproduction means continue. Continuity. Reproduction helps continuity, the journey of life, because what we know, all the organisms that we can see are surrounding us, including us, all belongs to this idea. We are living right now. At the end of some day, we'll die. All the organisms also die, but life never ends. Life continues from one generation to next generation. So imagine yourself, the life continue from your grandfather, father, you and your generation. This is the continuity. So in this chapter, you're going to see some topics. Asexual reproduction, vegetative reproduction, sexual reproduction, pre-fertilization structural events, fertilization, post-fertilization structural events, apomixis, polyembryony, parthenocarpy. Basically, reproduction is dividing into two types. They are asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is uniparental. Here, sexual reproduction biparental. What does mean by uniparental? Here, asexual reproductions only one parent is need for the reproduction. Here, sexual reproduction biparental. Here, need two parents for the reproductions. No fusion of gamete. Fusion of gametes. Offsprings are same or similar to parents. Offsprings different. Offsprings are different. Here, asexual reproduction, apomixis. Here, sexual reproduction, amphimixis. Here, what is apomixis? Not involve the fusion of male and female gametes is called apomixis. Amphimixis, reproduction involve fusion of male and female gamete is called amphimixis. It is occurring only in the flowering plants. Now we will discuss about asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means the reproduction helps to perpetuate its own species without the involvement of gametes, as is referred as asexual reproduction. for example, asexual reproduction showing some lower group of plants, fungi and animals. Some methods are formation of cornelia, example Aspergillus and Penicillium. Budding, example Eastern Hydra. Fragmentations, example Spirogyra. Production of Gemma, example Morgantia. Regeneration, example Planaria. Binary fission, example Bacteria. Next, clones. Do you know clones? Already we have studied in 10th standard. Dr. Ian Wilmot produced Dolly sheep by the process of clones. What is clones? The individual formed by this method is morphologically and genetically identical and are called clones. Next topic, vegetative reproduction. Reproduction is dividing into two groups. One is natural method, then artificial method. With natural method, the vegetative reproduction in root, stem and leaf. And advantages and disadvantages of natural vegetative reproduction. The next topic of the artificial method. There are two types of artificial method, conventional method and modern method. Conventional method again is dividing three groups. One is cutting, grafting, layering. Grafting, there are 5 types of grafting: bud grafting, approach grafting, tongue grafting, crown grafting, wedge grafting. The layering also dividing into 2 types. One is mount layering and air layering. Then the advantages and disadvantages of conventional method. Okay, it's modern method, micropropagation. Then advantages and disadvantages of modern method. Next topic, vegetative reproduction. Already I have told you vegetative reproduction is divided into 2 types. One is natural methods and artificial methods. Natural methods. Natural vegetative reproduction is a form of asexual reproduction in which the buds produce new individual plants. The buds may be form a new organ such as root, stem and leaf. Natural methods again is dividing into 3 types. Vegetative reproduction in root, stem and leaf. Vegetative reproduction in roots. The roots of some plants develop vegetative or axillary buds on them. Example, Murraya and Millingtonia. Murraya, curry leaves, Millingtonia, tree jasmine. Some tubers also store food. Example, Ipomia batatas, sweet potato. Vegetative reproduction in stem. You know very well, structure of underground stem or subaerial stem modification. These are the examples of vegetative modification, vegetative stem modification. Rhizome, corm, tuber, bulb. Rhizome, Musa paradisiaca, Gingiber officinale, Curcuma longa. Musa banana, Gingiber officinale, ginger, Curcuma longa, turmeric. Corm, Colocasia, சேப்பங்கிழங்கு. Tuber, Solanum tuberosum, potato. Bulb, Allium cepa, onion. Axillary buds from the nodes of rhizome and eyes of tuber give rise to new plant. It's vegetative reproduction in leaf. In some plants, adventitious buds develop on their leaves. These adventitious buds are produced in the margin of leaf. These buds are detached from the mother plant and develop into a new individual plants. Example, Bryophyllum. Next, advantages and disadvantages. And disadvantages. Of natural method. Advantages: only one parent required for propagation. Farmers and horticulturalists utilize this method for cultivation and harvest plants in large scale. Disadvantages: the new plants produced have no genetic variation.